In this video, we're going to look at adding resources to your course that come from groups. And we have to pull them out of a group so that a student can access it and use it, especially for items that may involve grading, because you can't grade items in groups because groups are made more for sharing than they are for assignments and collections of items. So to do this, if I only have one course that I'm working in, the easiest thing is probably to navigate to that course. And then we can either click on Add Materials and click Import from Resources, or if I'm working on my page, I could go to where I want to add it in the page, click on the little green dotted line here, and then scroll down and click Import from Resources. When this little box pops up, it's pulling all the same things that you would see from the Resources tab. So on this left-hand side, we do still have the Groups option here. And then this is going to show all the groups we're in, either as a member or as an admin. And this is where groups are great for sharing materials. And I'm going to go to this USD 475 first grade group. So here, if I'm a first grade teacher pulling things to use, I'm going to go to Math, Module 1. And here they have an assessment. So I can check mark the box and then just click Import. And import again. So now you'll see this is that one that I just dropped in. Since I used the little dotted line to add it in, it adds it in right where that dotted line was and pushes other things down. Some things that I might want to check when I pull in something like an assessment or an assignment is the due date or if it's enabled. On an assessment, we can click the gear and hit Edit. And so here I can see on submissions, it's disabled. So I'm going to go ahead and enable that so that if I want my students to take the test, they can. It's open to them. I also might have to check the grading category. If you wanted this sent to like a specific grading category here, you could. And then I'll just hit Save Changes. Now, if you have lots of courses that you're working with, let's say maybe you're a middle school or high school teacher and you have 3 sections of the same course, I would say then the fastest way is either to go from within groups or to go within resources. So looking at groups, if I go to one of my groups here, I can click on resources. And then let's say I want to add this folder. I can click on the little folder here, add to course. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if I click Edit here and do Add to Course, it's giving me the option to add it to one course. If I click on the gear next to the folder, though, and do Add to Course on this side, this is where I could add it to all the courses that I have at one time. So whether you are in resources here, or you go to groups and then resources, like we did right now, if you use this one, you're only going to add it to one course at a time. But if you use this gear, you can add it to several courses at once. So that's just kind of a little update on how to pull things from your groups and throw them into your course page. That way your students can see them and use them.